Hare Kṛṣṇa. Welcome to Make Japa Great Again. It's a very intentional time in which we remember the importance of chanting japa, as it's possible to, in any routine, become unaware of what one's doing. And how we deliberately direct our awareness is of the greatest importance in our lives. Because we're mixed up in the material world, there's earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and ego. And if I become enamored of these lower or inferior energies, then I develop similar qualities. Someone gets a stone house and thinks, this is my life and soul, this stone house. Then the heart becomes like stone, because the nature of the tatastha jiva is that whatever we fixate upon, we develop the qualities of that object. So in the process of chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, we are directing our awareness deliberately to Nāma Cintāmaṇi Kṛṣṇas. The name of Krishna is Cintāmaṇi. It's spiritual and it's transformative. And as Caitanya Mahāprabhu points out to Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī, the living entity is sentient, which means capable of emotions, feelings. In fact, that's the main asset of the living entity. And what we think of, what we fix our intelligence, our mind upon, is indicative of the kinds of emotions that we'll develop. So Caitanya Mahāprabhu told Prakāśānanda Sarasvatī a verse that he learned from his guru. Evaṁ-vrataḥ sva-priya-nāma-kīrtyā jātānurāgo jita-chuta uccaiḥ. Hasaty atho roditi rauti gāyaty unmāda-van nṛtyati loka-bāhyaḥ. And that is that when one chants Hare Kṛṣṇa, because Krishna's name is completely spiritual, then gradually the heart will change. Druta-citta means it will melt from the stone-like condition of meditating on one's stone house, thinking this is my everything. Then the heart becomes softer and it melts, and one then is able to enjoy spiritual emotion, which has become dormant due to my association with matter. So the purpose of chanting is to serve Krishna and also to save ourselves from the material condition by transferring our intelligence and our awareness to the Nāma Cintāmaṇi Kṛṣṇas and away from a stone house. So during these japa circles, we have full permission to take our minds away from the stone-like objects that we may have become accustomed to thinking of, and to fully surrender our awareness to thinking of Krishna and His holy names. Does that sound agreeable? Yes. Okay, so let's try. Jai Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Kṛṣṇa. In another teaching, Caitanya Mahāprabhu said, if you can't get that emotion for chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, even though Krishna nam akari bahuda nija sarva shaktis, although his personal power, his sweetness, all his qualities are personally present in the name, if you can't get anurāgo, attachment, to the chanting, then he said, be humble. Practice feeling yourself lower than the straw on the street, and give up control. Don't think that I'm the controller. Think that I'm the most insignificant of all. And think about giving respect to others, and don't think I need some respect. Instead, from that situation, then you can revive your taste for chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa. Even if you feel unfortunate, then just practice this humility at all times of life, but especially when chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa. Gaur Premanande Haribol. Hare Kṛṣṇa. We'll just have a quick check-in. Caitanya Mahāprabhu said when you chant with humility, then there's a symptom that will arise next, a feeling that there's nothing for me in this material world. I don't want a stone house. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadishikame. He's just absorbed in, he's transferred, he or she has transferred attention from the material world and now is aspiring for the spiritual world through the power of chanting with humility. Just a few reflections, if you would, about how your chanting went. Were you able to give your full attention to the Nāma Cintāmaṇi? What helped you or what hindered you? Can you reflect?
Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Srila Prabhupada. My reflection is, first my mind was wandering, and then after you said that be humble and try to be humble, and I tried that please engage me and I'm not worthy, and like honestly I tried to be humble, and it really helped me a lot to focus. So I really like that point, and I'm going to apply it all the time, hopefully. Thank you so much. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Jai Haribol.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Srila Gurudev. I really like the point first you mentioned about the stone house. I was thinking like associating with the matter or stone house, the heart has become like stone or has become stone, and then like chanting the name of Krishna, which are completely spiritual, will help us to revive my spiritual nature. So I to associate with Krishna's name, which are not different than Krishna, will help to revive the spiritual nature. So it was really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, even though I'm a spiritual being, when I focused on the stone house, then it's like I'm walking in concrete. All my emotions have become stifled. I can't fully express them. And there's a mixed point too. There's stone house, there's also thinking of Krishna in the spiritual world, but we also have relationships here in the material world in the Bhagavatam. Krishna says, "Tertam yat pratyeta na pratyeta chatmani tadvidyadatmano mayam yata bhaso yata tamaha." When I invest my emotions in relationships in this world that aren't related somehow or other to Krishna, then although it appears to be real emotions, actually these emotions are not fulfilling either because they're connected to the material world and ultimately don't bring any happiness, no melting of the heart.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa Maharaj. I think to build on Krishna's point, I didn't know that the attachment or the association with the dull matter could also heavily influence a person. I thought it would be association with the people, those who are not materially motivated, that you get their qualities. But if you're a dull matter like stone, you also become like that. That's very, very profound. I'm just feeling I have to be very, very careful, even associating with the dull matters. Thank you.
prakrita purushas hi bhunte prakriti jangunan karanam gunakan sangosya sarasadi yoni janmasu. Whatever we meditate on in this material world, whichever modality, then we become like that. A couple from this side, please. Sukheshwari.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Prabhu. I was just thinking that it is so important to remain regulated. And, I was just thinking about last week's chanting and this week, so I was just trying to compare. Yesterday I really went late to bed. So today, while I was chanting, half the time my body would not cooperate. I was just feeling so sleepy. But usually when I have my usual bedtime and, finish up everything, I'm able to focus so much more. And I was just trying to tell myself that even after practice for a very long time, but if one day the regulation goes away, then, your rounds are just gone.
It's a very practical point. We organize our lives around staying yukta or balanced, then we're able to show up for the chanting. Otherwise, physically, it's very difficult. Vrindai tulsi devyai priya keshavasya cha vishnu bhakti pradi devi satyavatyai namo namaha. So now we have to get ready for the greeting of the deities. Gaur Premanande Haribo Vancha Kalpatarvishta Kripa Sindhabe Vacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo.